Guys, I want to do a quick video. I think it's gonna be a quick video about something I explained in my Taurus video, but also I don't know, just something that helped me. I know when I was kind of going through a transition time or my dark night of the soul, it's something that would cause me a lot of panic or anxiety, mostly panic. And I kind of had a realization about it. It was kind of this time where it would like be this darkness, and I would feel sometimes where like I could just disappear at any minute. I mean, there's other things to it too, like depersonalization or derealization or something, which I may talk about that later in another video, but this was more the darkness part of it. And it used to scare me, and whenever I would feel it, and I think that's when I was really tapping within, it used to send me into panic, and a lot of times like into a panic attack. And then they kind of went away a little bit, and a few weeks ago, probably like two or 3 weeks ago, I was doing this meditation. It was one of those certain Hertz ones, and it was for like overthinking, worry, negative thoughts, all of that. And so when I laid down, I was listening to it, and most of the time when I do this, it just like calms me, or I just go to sleep. And this time I did, but I went almost into like a trance. And I remember thinking during it, which I thought I was asleep, but I remember thinking during it, wow, like I normally calm down or go to sleep, because I started like really overthinking and really just thinking about a lot of stuff and getting kind of worried and stressed out and anxious. And I remember thinking like, wow, this normally does the opposite of this. Why is it doing this? And it's like the opposite effect is happening. And then all of a sudden, when I realized that, it was almost like I could almost feel these energy shoots or energy things or whatever, kind of going from lower, whether it was my root, my sacral, or my solar plexus, kind of shooting up. Could feel the energy of it. And it's like one by one, it kind of knocked it all away. Like one by one, each thing I was worrying about or thinking about would go away. And then I was like, oh, and then it was like nothing. Like I wasn't thinking about any of it, like nothing. And it was really nice, actually. Like, I was like, wow, like, I'm actually not thinking about any of this or a lot of the stuff that I normally overthink about. It was very relaxing. It was very stress-free. Just almost like the nothingness of it was nice. And then that lasted probably for a few minutes. And then after that, I started getting back that feeling of that void, like that dark void. And it was weird because this time, I can see it, and I'm still in my trance while this is going on, but I could like see it from like here to, I know you can't see it, but like my belly button area maybe. And so it started to kind of, you know, now I'm uncomfortable. Now I'm not relaxed anymore. Kind of starting to go into a little bit of the panic of it. But right then when I was looking at it, the thought or the realization came to me that it was me. It was the unseen and unformed or unrealized or not of its greatest potential, I guess. Like, it was me, basically. Kind of like the idea where I had read this thing a week or two ago, on somebody's channel, and they weren't talking. It was just like strolling across it, where they said, I can't remember the name of the channel where I'd put it, but maybe it's not about becoming anything or anyone. Maybe it's about unbecoming who we aren't so that the real us can shine through. And it's kind of like that same idea is what happened with me, where then I could see kind of like that darkness. It's like this dark abyss feeling where it's like, I got this feeling of like the nothingness, but everything that I am at the same time. And, you know, just having like that little bit I was seeing was like a window to it. And it was this darkness that I had always run from or seen as a bad thing and seen as external to me. That it was something that I needed to protect myself from and that scared me. But in that moment, I knew that it was me and it was just the unformed and not of created and potential me. It was that raw as the external, as the layers, as the things, I guess, that had been put on me and that I put on myself over time was being taken off in that moment is what I saw was that true essence of me. And even, you know, what is that saying that every time I even got close to that before, which I didn't know, so, you know, I have compassion for myself, but, you know, that I saw it as bad or external to me, or I ran from it or felt like I had to protect myself from it, and it was me, you know? So, I mean, it really makes me think, too, does this have a lot to do with people subconsciously or without realizing it with, like, autoimmune conditions and stuff, too? Because it's such an innocent, not harmful part of myself that, you know, my ego and my 3D part is like, oh my God, you know. But anyways, after I had that realization, I had another thought or realization to take light. Like, I saw bringing light into, like, where here it was dark, and I put light into it. And I expanded it. And it was no longer, sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. It was no longer dark or scary anymore. The unknown or the scariness of it like went away at that moment. And I don't know if it was like just true or if it was metaphoric, where it was like whenever it seems dark to you, whenever it seems scary, there's always light, and you can always, you know, control that. It's a figment of your imagination. It's a fear. It's an illusion. You are the light. So you can always bring light to those situations. But it was also metaphoric too, I think, for illuminating or bringing light to myself, like taking those things found in the dark and found in the shadow and found in the unknown and found in those parts of me that I haven't known or explored or realized or grown yet. And by bringing light to them, it allows it to be forth and come forth and allows it to grow. I have not gotten farther than this as of yet. So as I do, of course, as I always grow, I share. So as I keep going with it, I will share, but as of right now, this is where I am, and I may be saying this and nobody has any idea what I'm talking about. But I have a feeling that a lot of people will, especially Tauruses and maybe even Pisces, but anybody really of any sign can, because I think it's a lot of the transformation and the ascension right now a lot of people are going through. And I just thought it was kind of crazy because, you know, I had went through that quite a few times, especially my dark night of the soul, and I didn't know that that's what it was. You know, I didn't know that that was me. I thought that it was something external to me. I thought it was something I had to be scared of. I thought it was something I couldn't handle, or that it was bad, or it was scary, or it was just like, ugh, or uncomfortable. And, you know, it was me all along. It was that part that, especially people that are on the journey, and if you're on the journey, then you know what I'm talking about, look for. And so the reason I really wanted to say this was because I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that that was part of, I didn't know that was what I was looking for, actually. That I was trying to find so many other ways, and I thought it would look different, I guess. I thought it would feel different. I thought it would look different. And funnily enough, as I'm on this journey trying to go in and I do shadow work and child work, or inner child work and shadow work and all that, I had found the source many times and didn't know I was already there. And I don't mean source like, I mean, I guess it's source, but you get what I'm saying? Like, what I was trying to look at to really find the things within myself, especially subconsciously. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh, this isn't where I was trying to go. You know, it's uncomfortable. This isn't me. This is external to me. And it was. So if some of you guys are experiencing that, and I mean, obviously, you know, if it's listen to your intuition on whether it is or not. And sometimes that's not always clear. You're going to have to develop that as you are on your journey and learn how to trust yourself and listen to yourself. It's about building the relationship. Sometimes you get it wrong and it's okay. You just keep moving, you figure it out, you get out of it. But, you know, I'm not talking about like, you know, dark things or other dark energies. So really watch that. But for the most part, those of you that feel that, where as you start to remove those blocks and you start to clear things out, and all of a sudden you feel that darkness that brings you that panic or whatever. I mean, I actually for the first time saw mine instead of just feeling it. And I don't know, maybe that's what made me realize what it was seeing it, which actually that's not even it. Because at first it didn't. It was a download, or maybe me hearing my higher self that told me what it was and gave me the idea what to do with it. And it took the scariness away. And I don't know if it's just there. I'm sure I'll explore more and grow. There's more. It's like I saw the window and the doorway to where I'm going to have to go venture, where I'm going to choose to go venture. So I'll keep you updated as that goes. But as of right now, I just wanted to let you know about that door and portal. And when some of you see it, I don't know if there's others of you who have been externalizing it or been scared of it or was like, oh, you know, that's, you know, you're fighting it off. And it's you. It's the part of you that you're trying to figure out because there's things about yourself you either want to learn about or you want to change things about, or you want to see what's driving you to do the things that you want to do. Well, that's the door. So it's also very interesting, too, to see how, you know, I saw it once I was able to clear out all those other thoughts. So, you know, it's like, are we doing it purposefully? Is it our subconscious trying to protect us? Like, I don't know. But all of those distractions, even all those thoughts and overthinking going on in your own head, I don't know, it was really kind of like me being able to see for the first time how my mind is really the barrier, or even in a way the gateway. I want to say more barrier between my conscious and subconscious, like my higher self and my lower self and all of that. Everybody's always taught to go to your higher self for guidance and to go to your higher self for answers, and that's where you want to go to. I don't think enough people are told or guided to also utilize their lower self, which in a way is your light and your shadow self. It is about the balance and it's about the integration of both. Why wouldn't you go there? You know, the underworld, if you will. It's not bad. It's not a good or bad thing. It may be scary because it's unknown, or it has been promised as a different thing in this world, which is an illusion. But it is not only that other part that tells you who you are and how help navigate this world, because this world is it's of light, but it's of a lower, darker place as well. Why wouldn't you want to know how to navigate both? Besides even just learning who you are and what makes you tick. So I don't know. I don't know exactly where this is supposed to go with it. I just thought I'd want to let you guys know, because if you guys have ever walked up to that window before and not realized that that's what it was, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, chances are then you haven't. I feel like those of you who have will know what I'm talking about by that darkness that you feel and that you see and that scares you. It creates panic within you. Not even just the whole darkness of the dark night of the soul, like that too, but I don't know. But also even seeing how constantly keeping yourself distracted, even with your own thoughts and your worrying, blocks you from that as well. So it also goes to show too, if you meditate and haven't gotten any answers or guidance, keep doing it. Because I literally had listened to that I don't know how many times, and even multiple ones like it, and I've never had that happen. And all of a sudden it did. I find lately actually that I've been going into more trances than before, and being able to see and experience things than before. So don't stop. Keep going with it, because it's, this whole, all of this, it's driving me crazy. It's like a muscle. Sometimes it gets stronger as you use it. Also, maybe you weren't ready for it before. So just, I'm kind of like a proof on that a little bit, where it was like, I've never had that happen. And all of a sudden I was able to see something I wasn't before, just by doing something I had done, honestly, off and on, like listened to for like probably 2 years now. So I hope this helps you guys or somebody. As I learn more, of course, I will share more. This channel always grows. It's going to grow in different ways, not only with myself and as I learn and what interests me and what my passions are and how I can help people. Also in ways of how I can keep this channel going. So it is just multifaceted as I am. So I love you guys. I hope this helps. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. It'll come. Maybe one day you will. And this is really only a piece to the puzzle, because I haven't explored more with it. But I don't want to be the end-all knowledge for people. I also want to be those things that help you get that, a piece that you need might be from me or somebody else or whatever. This might be a piece of it, where I can get you somewhere else where then you can go on your own, because you didn't know what it was. You're like, oh God, I know exactly what she's talking about. I didn't know what that was. Like, wow, I've been denying myself or hating on myself, or that same energy that other people have been treating you like, and it kind of makes sense now because you've been doing it to that part of yourself. Also stopping your own journey and not knowing why you can't move forward or why your life feels like you're just like stuck. It might help you. I don't know. So I love you guys. I hope this helps. If not, I don't know, it's worth a try. So I'll be talking to you soon. Bye. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, hit the bell. I put out different types of videos. Put in the comments, please, though, because I love reading your comments, even if I can't always get back to them. But let me know if you know what I'm talking about, if you have any comments about it, questions about it, what do you think, what's helped you, thumbs up it, circulate it, the video. Hopefully this can reach other people or it might help them. I don't know. I love you guys. Bye.